How's it going, everybody? My name is Infamous Isaac, and I'm here with a different type of video, because usually when I'm on Minecraft, I usually talk about like, oh, videos, manga, movies, shows, whatever I was watching, and I just talk about them. But here, this is more of a Minecraft video itself, and what I'm going to be doing is just going through the world and talking about it, giving like a world tour, right? And I'll talk about like everything what I was thinking of and doing this, why I built this, if it's finished or not, all that sorts of stuff. And what better place to start than in the brick house that I built in the very beginning. And the reason I built this brick house was because it was built for the very first One Piece video I was talking about. And I wasn't even talking about like Romance Dawn or anything like the first arc. I was just talking about the show itself, like everything I liked about it and all that. It was a short video. It was basically a way to dip my foot into like trying to play Minecraft for YouTube, while also talking about like whatever and seeing how it would work out if I was able to do it. And obviously you won't know until you try, so this was my way of trying. And the next thing you know, it evolved from me talking about One Piece and all the arcs that I like in it and everything in it, to me talking about movies, manga, games, shows, and all that type of stuff for however long, or for however long I talk about them, excuse me. And that's where we're at today. I think I started this like around 2020, 2021, around there. And it's been going strong ever since I done it. It's been an instrumental part, or integral part, there you go, of the channel ever since, or at least like I view it. So like the main three things are Overwatch, Minecraft, and whatever I'm talking about on Minecraft, and Smite. Those have usually been the things that I've played consistently on my channel. I'm trying to make a variety, but at the same time I have like what I go back to usually. And this house was just something I built for the video, so I could have something to do instead of just running around like I usually do now. And I won't lie, it is a terrible looking house because it is only brick. If you just take a look at it from the outside and everything, this house sucks. It's not even. I it is a detriment, but it is the first, so it will stay like that, which sucks. But I'll probably make like a remix of it or something, a rendition, if I what's it called, if I were to call it anything. And this was supposed to be kind of like a lighthouse from the house, but as you'll see later, that kind of changed. So this is the first build that I did for this world, and I don't think I gave it a name. I don't think I gave it a name at all, unless if this is, oh yeah, right here, One Piece build for YouTube, first build the honorary garbage brick house. There you go. I guess I'll just call it the garbage brick house. But yeah, after that, the next thing that I built, surprisingly, right, was, well, first of all, actually, it was the port. The first thing that I built was the port. Welcome to Port Santa Joana. You know, the great port that leads all the way over to the Sunny, or excuse me, the Going Merry. Completely wrong ship. And this was the next thing that I built. It was a ship that I saw a YouTuber build. It was a YouTube video, and I was like, you know what? This seems pretty cool. I wanna have this in my world. Like I wanna build it in the world, and I wanna have it there. This is in no way, shape, credit, or form my build. This is not my build. I followed a YouTube tutorial for it, and now I have it in the world. Now, granted, this version of it is mine. It's like I built this ship, but I did not build, like I did not do the video for the ship, and I did not do this originally. I I followed the tutorial and I put it here. So this is not mine. So I do not want that to be misconstrued. But regardless, if I remember to, I'll definitely put the credit to the video that I got it from. I'll find it, I'll put it in the description, and you guys can find it yourselves if you want to make it your the Going Merry in your world yourself. But I did this as the second build, and since this was supposed to be a One Piece world, like solely a One Piece world originally. It was just gonna have a bunch of One Piece stuff, and you notice like from sneak glances over to like the other stuff that's in the world that there is other One Piece stuff in the world, but it's not exclusively One Piece stuff, and you'll see why in a second. Well, actually, you don't even need to see why in a second. You already saw it. The brick house. There's no place in One Piece like that. Like that is just a garbage brick house that I decided to build to keep myself busy while talking. And it kind of grew from that. The more I got onto this world, I started talking about it. And the Going Merry is a project for me that took a while. It took a whole day's work plus some extra. Like I started this project on a Sunday. I think I started it Valentine's Day last year, or at least like around there. And it took me from like 1 p.m. all the way until like 7 p.m. So most of the day. And do I regret it? No. I think the Going Merry is one of the coolest, if not the coolest thing I've ever built in like this Minecraft period. Granted, again, it's not mine. I do not want to take credit for it. But this version of it here, I'm proud of it, you know? I'm glad that I was able to follow simple instructions. But, you know, the Going Merry, cool ship, honestly. I like the way it came out. I really like the way it came out. Shout out to the YouTuber that I got the video from. Because, man, I would not have been able to do it if the video wasn't a clear, like, laid out instruction for making the whole thing. It's super cool. Super, super cool. Shout out to him again. But yeah, you know, this is the Going Merry. This is the second build. And the third build is the road. I built the road. And the road is basically meant to be just that. Like a road, literally a normal simple road. It's meant to connect places all around the world. It's meant to lay out like where you can go so you can find builds easier. Like you know that you can go up to the hill, or you know you can go all the way over there because there's more road over there. Over here though, since there's no road, you know that you can't go over there yet. And so I did this as like a guide for people who come into the world or the people who see it. Knowing like, alright, there's more. There's more to the world than just like the central area over there. And I haven't finished the road. I definitely haven't finished it. But still a work in progress, you know, as usual. Still a work in progress. This is not the third thing that I did, or the fourth thing, but it's here. It was supposed to be Akainu and Aokiji. I did not do it. One day I'll probably do it. I'll probably start the pixel art for it with Reaper, but for right now, we did not finish it. The fourth actual build, because I know this one I think is the fifth, is this over here, the hut, the bar hut, and I built this myself. It's just a normal chill thing, just a normal bar. You have stuff like the stogie rolled and wrapped, the walkie beverage tweak and pea, the yellow beber bread, and the yellow beber well done. And over here you have matrix juice, bollos hermanos, and cake made with love. You know, just a simple normal bar. It's kind of like the bar that they went to in Jaya, where they met Blackbeard. It's kind of like that one. It's kind of supposed to be like that. But yeah, next we're going to go to the build that I actually didn't make, and it's this over here. My friend Reaper, who's a freaking collaborator on the channel, we play Overwatch together, we play Minecraft together, we play a lot of stuff together. He built this. And if you can't tell, it's a laboratory. It's a really good looking one, honestly. I was so glad that he decided to join me on this, contribute to the world, contribute to it by making something. And trust and believe, his contributions definitely don't end to the world, like, or don't end here. He has a lot more contributions. But yeah, you know, next over here, we have this. It's just a beacon. That's really it. Nothing else to it. And we have more road over here. I expanded it a lot more. We have just a bunch more road going over here. A bridge, which honestly I really like. I like the way it came out. I think it's fire. We have more road over here. I have to expand the road more, like to go over there, maybe add some more stuff over there, more sprites are going to be done over there, so on and so forth. But before I go over to the next things I was going to do, shout out to this place. The place where I go every single time to talk about any movie, the same patterns, the same trees. I always be bouncing up above them. I be going from here, here, all the way over here, wrap around, so on and so forth. These trees have notoriety. They are exalted for how long they've been in the videos, more than like actual buildings in the whole world. These trees deserve a whole like they deserve a spot in the Hall of Fame. But yeah, I'll give them a name at some point. So next is this over here. This is just a pillar. I don't know why I built it. I just thought it was cool. And you can take a look at it all the way up here. I've added stuff to it the more it's been here. Like these bells, they weren't here before. These lanterns weren't here before. The torches, so on and so forth. I like this pillar. It's simple, but it's effective. Over here, you have this. It's not done. It's supposed to be like an underground chamber. It will be done when it's done. I honestly forget that I have to finish this. So let me just make sure that I remember to finish it by putting a sign under it. That's usually how I remember to finish stuff, by putting signs over like, hey, you didn't finish this. Or if there is a sign there, it's a nameplate basically. And it's a good way to remember like, hey, you still need to work on this. Kind of like a notepad, a sticky note. But yeah, unfinished right here. There you go, unfinished. But yeah, after that, I was a little bored of the fact that I didn't add anything new to the world in a long time, since that was the last thing honestly that I built a very very long time ago. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna build this. I'm gonna build a clock tower. And if you notice, the clock itself is based off of the Minecraft clock. I try to make it look as good as possible, or at least as close to the clock in Minecraft as possible right here. But, you know, it's up to everybody who sees it, whether it came out good or not. By the way, these chests all around the world usually are filled with garbage that I just use to build. And you probably ask yourself, why not just delete it? I don't know. I guess it just gives the world more life if there's more items in it. And this is the second floor. The first floor was just like the reception desk and all that before you enter. And this floor is Noel's room and Carlos's room. Don't worry about the names. They're just random names that I chose. I think they're really cool names, honestly. And up here, I kind of based like this area off of like the Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance Notre Dame clock tower a little bit, or like I guess it's just a normal clock tower, because there's a whole upper area in it where you're in the clock and all that. So I thought it was cool. I thought it was super sick. That's the clock tower. I haven't given it a name yet, but next time we're probably in the world, I'll definitely give it a name. But yeah, and then the next thing over here is the lighthouse, the one that's actually supposed to be a lighthouse, and it's meant for the Going Merry. And speaking of the Going Merry and One Piece and all that, the reason why I haven't continued One Piece is because I've just taken a break from it for a little bit. Not like the entire series, but just where I was watching. Because since I watched the first half of it when I was younger, like 2016, and I came back to it in 2020 to finish the rest of it. And so I went back to the first half that I watched to rewatch it so I could remember fully like what happened. And I'm almost done with it, but I haven't continued. So, you know, I have to continue that. Once I continue that, I can go through all the arcs again and finish it, and then I can talk about the manga and all that when it comes out weekly or when I want to. So yeah, you know, don't think I forgot. I definitely did not forget. I just gotta get to it. I gotta stick to it. I gotta finish it. But yeah, this is the lighthouse. I'm really proud of this one, honestly. I really like the way it turned out. I like how it came to be. Honestly, I like the fact that I used the the nether brick and all that. And yeah, I really like it. I really really like it. Oh, speaking of, I forgot to mention, this is one of the earlier builds back in like the brick houses being made, and this is People's Future Food Hall or excuse me, People's Future Food Shelter. There you go. It it's fire. It's just a normal food shelter. You can come here and get food and some extras. Yep, food and some, or food and soup. You can get any food here, like trying to give the community to the world. And you go up, and this is where the people who live here live. Oh, and I like the way this part came up because I try to make it like as lively as possible. You have two beds for the couple. You have, I guess it's supposed to be like a TV or just paintings. I don't remember. But you have their chest with everything there, the crafting table, so on and so forth. You got the bathroom, outdoor bathroom. Don't worry about it. The porch. I don't know why the bathroom is next to the porch, but whatever. And then you have a pool up above. It leaks through. It's not a good. It's not good structurally. It's not sound, but it's a cool pool. And yeah, this is people's food shelter. I really enjoy it. I think it's fire. And then after that, you go all the way over here. Right here, the shack, the fish bucket hut. This is literally just for fishing. That's it. There's nothing special to it. It's just a hut where you fish. And you can go fish over here, since Port Joanna is right there. So on and so forth. Just a normal fish bucket hut. And then you go over here, and this is, I haven't given this place a name yet, but this is basically the underground. You can literally get any like weapons, money, material, all the way over here. There was so much to this place. It's crazy. It's kind of like the black card. Like you need a black card to enter. It's exclusive VIP. You can get anything you want. You can get information, so on and so forth. This place is dark, has its secrets, but you need to be into some secrets to get into it. I really enjoyed it. I like the way it turned out. Then you have the fountain, the very image of resplendent visage, a fountain. it's it's just as simple as that, just a normal fountain. And then you have over here the well, local hole, don't jump in, stupid. Or local hole, don't jump in, stupid. There you go. Just a normal well, don't jump in it. And then we're getting to the final parts of the tour. You see it over there, but I won't talk about it just yet. Let's go over to the last part that I built. And this, I forgot the name of it. Simplicity Masked in Grandeur by Vincent Costello. A report on Vincent Costello by Jean de Carlisle. This is the report made on this. And this is, like it says, Simplicity Masked in Grandeur. It's an anchor. It's literally just a simple, normal anchor. But it has a bunch of jewels, gems, ores plastered all over it, with a beacon literally shooting through the middle, like it's something godly or something. Like it's sacred. But it's just a normal anchor. And in the book, you can see it for yourselves. Like the report says it all. Quote, I don't get why people like it so much. It's just an anchor with colors on it. I guess modern art can be anything. End quote. Vincent Costello. Known for his recent and most popular piece, Simplicity Masked in Grandeur, Vincent is loved by many because of his straightforward demeanor and his unabashedly honest remarks and opinions. A multifaceted man who puts family first is not being praised for his unrivaled genius and intellect. You're probably asking, why did I do that? Oh, by the way, the book's called The Man's Dream. I have no idea. I just built it, I gave it some lore, and now it's an anchor. An anchor with jewels on it, made by a man called Vincent Costello, and a report called A Man's Dream, made by Jean Carlisle. But yeah, now is for the final part of the world, the most recent thing, Straw Hat Luffy post time skip. This was made by Reaper, shout out to him. I'll always put his channel in the description since he's a freaking collaborator. Shout out to him. Go check out his channel, But this was made by him. We looked up some pixel art online, like, yo, let's put Luffy in the world real quick. And he turned out a lot bigger than we thought he would. And there was supposed to be shading in it, but we decided, nah, Minecraft doesn't have the tools for that, so we're just gonna make it plain old, normal colors. and it worked out really well. It worked out super well. The um, the whole thing turned out great. The outline came out great. The colors came out great. They worked so well with each other. The pants, the belt, the shirt, the hat, the band on the hat, the hair, the skin, the eyes, everything, the scar. It came out super well. So, as always, thank you to Reaper for helping out with more than just a channel, for being a good friend and all that. Always appreciate it. But this is the final piece. The final piece in this ever-growing world that is the One Piece world. But, what's it called? The, um, the world itself, right? Like the world on Minecraft's thing, isn't called the One Piece world. It's called Biggest Dreamers. And the reason this world is called Biggest Dreamers is because it's a Digimon opening. A Digimon opening for, like, I forgot what the show was called, but it was the intro, and I remember looking through the comments like, oh, this song is so good. Why is it so good? And seeing that, like, the composer died and all that, and seeing all these heartfelt comments in the section, like, yo, these people really really love this show. Like, this song means so much to them. And as I kept listening and listening, it's like, man, the name Biggest Dreamers itself is so cool. I want to use it for this world to, like, resemble something like that, where this doesn't have to be just the One Piece world. It doesn't have to be anything specific. It can be anything you want it to be. It's literally why there's different types of things here. There's One Piece, like, you can see it, you can see that, but there's also just normal things in this world, and it's just anything that excuse me, I and Reaper, almost just leaked his name, like, I and Reaper want to make, and anybody else who wants to join, at least like from my friends and all that, or people who like online would want to collaborate or something, we just would join. We would make whatever, as long as it's not like a giant wiener or something. But we would join. We would make it. We would make what we want. We would make what we like, and it would just be a frequent spot to just make worlds. Like, kind of like those YouTuber worlds, like Stampy Longcat, I think. Stampy Cat. There you go, just Stampy Cat. Just worlds that you would see on YouTubers thing and just be like, yo, this world is so fire. I wish I could join it. It's kind of like that. I want to make something like that. A world for Biggest Dreamers with or boundless, limitless creativity, wanting to do something in Minecraft, build something that they always wanted to. And this is what it's here for. A world for the biggest dreamers. And at the end of the day, that's always what it's going to be to me. That's always what it's going to mean to me. It's not going to be the One Piece world, because it's more than that. It's bigger than art. It's bigger than, what's it called, what I'm doing here. And hopefully by the end of everything, it'll be bigger than life. Like, it'll be a representation of people coming together to collaborate. Oh, I forgot to mention, before I continue, this is a pool. It is not done. I'll finish it soon. But yeah, this is just a normal pool. But of course, this is something I just want to make for the world, and it's become bigger than that for me. It's definitely something that means a lot more to me now because of YouTube. Me starting YouTube a year ago, over a year ago now, and just continuing, taking big inspiration from YouTubers like Nico V, Sugar Khan, Roy, Level Uplifting, a bunch of people, and just wanting to be a YouTuber, do the same thing, like, as an inspire people, help people by making videos that may brighten your day or not, and just being there for people who want to watch it, while also living up my dream of wanting to become a YouTuber. And at this point, this world is the personification of that, of me wanting to chase my dream while also bringing people together to creatively just express themselves, like dreamers, like normal people. And honestly, I think it I think it's coming along pretty well. I think it's coming along pretty well. So I'm gonna just change it. I'm gonna change the name of the sign to commemorate this. Biggest streamers. Um, a world. For anyone. And everyone. You know, at the end of the day, if you watch this video, if you contributed to it, if you've seen it, if you like what you've seen here, I feel like you contributed to it, whether it's a small part or a big part. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters, right? You definitely, you definitely seen what's been going on here. You guys have been a part of it. People who watch the videos, people who don't watch the videos, people who like, people who don't like, people who just seen it. And at the end of the day, I'll always be grateful for that because I wouldn't be able to do this if I didn't have the YouTube channel to express myself and my friends to help me along the way. Because, you know, there's always people out there like me who, when they were younger, used to get bullied and all that, used to not have a lot of people to talk to because of just the way that they were, because of some other things. And they would just like talk to themselves a lot, try to make their own entertainment, which to you may sound crazy, but to other people like introverts and all that, it's a normal thing. So, you know, this is kind of a way to express yourself. At the end of the day, that's all I really want. But yeah, you know, I think this is going to be it for me for now. This is the first Minecraft tour. It's probably going to be another one when I make a lot more stuff in the world, but it won't be soon. Because at it already took like a year to build all this stuff. And this is only just the beginning, you know? So, when more stuff gets built in, and when I deem it like, alright, I think I should do another one, then I'll do it. I'll definitely do it. But for right now, that's going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed as always. I hope you guys found this interesting, seeing all the things here, understanding why I made them, how I made them, and all that. I didn't go too deep into it, but I went into it enough to be like, oh, this is interesting, or at least to somebody who just comes across it. Thank you all for watching. As always, like and subscribe if you like being a dreamer. And as always, I'll check y'all out. Peace.